So today we have a bit of a different video here where we're going to be going off the cuff. So me and Stefano 𝗙𝗘𝗘 who've both played NCAA hockey. I played at the D3 level, he played at the D1 level. So we both have different experiences. We're going to tell you about our experiences playing NCAA and then our life after NCAA afterwards. So I think it's going to be a really cool perspective that you guys can take from me and Stefano. So you guys can kind of say, okay, what does life after NCAA look like? What does it look like going into the workforce? What's the whole point of NCAA hockey? What do you learn, from NCAA and all that stuff? For those of you who don't know me here, my name is Braeden Pearl and I'm the CEO and founder of Advancement Hockey Advising. So to kind of kick it off here, I think I'll give you guys just a quick snapshot of my background, playing hockey, NCAA hockey and so forth. So I had a really crazy junior career. I was kind of a suitcase, played a little bit of everywhere. Didn't really understand hockey too well as to how the whole world worked, which is kind of what led into me being an advisor in the future. So I'm kind of giving you a teaser for that, but luckily found a way to get a commitment to Western New England University at the NCAA D3 level, like literally in July, a month before school started. It was really hectic to get that all organized. But anyways, went and played there for a couple years. I really enjoyed my time, but wasn't really getting the ice time I wanted. On the hockey side, it wasn't going super well. So I decided to transfer out after 2 years and go to 𝗏𝗏 University. Played there, did my degree in biochemistry there. Absolutely loved it. And biochemistry, why? Well, the goal for me, actually, and not a lot of people know this, is I want to go to medical school afterwards. It was always my goal since the beginning of undergrad, pretty much. And I was really working hard academically to do that. But then, when it came to my senior year, I got a couple interviews, didn't get in. And then afterwards, I was kind of left like, okay, what do I do in my gap years here? What's the next step? So I was doing some substitute teaching at my local high school, basically. And there was a prep hockey team there. And I would practice with them, in the afternoon. It was kind of part of my job, my gig. It was kind of a fun job, to be honest. Slowly but steadily, players started asking me questions. They started saying, hey, how did you go play junior hockey? How does the whole NCAA hockey process works? Answer their questions, and then their parents started calling me, and then it slowly became like, hey, can you help place my player on this junior team? And can you do this? Can you do that? And at first I was doing it all for free, but then after, 15, 20 parents calling me on like a weekly basis, I was like, you know what? I think maybe I should start charging for this, It really was never the plan to be a hockey advisor. But then I kind of looked back like, wow, in my junior career, I had no guidance. I had no idea as to how the whole world worked. And then, it would have been so nice to have someone that can help me, guide me, and move forward. And then I'm seeing this with all these players and parents asking me questions like, these guys really need guidance, and there's a really big gap in the market. There's really not that many good advisors out there, and the standard is really low. So I was like, you know what? It could be good to like have a vision to really build a really cool company here moving forward. So it really started, maybe not like that. It was a bit smaller, started charging a little bit, started placing these players, and then started posting videos on YouTube and all that stuff. And then it kind of just grew from there. It became an advising firm that really has values of like providing great education, ending the hush-hush culture in hockey and all that. That's what it kind of evolved to. And it was all by accident. So I think it's a really cool story. Fast forward to today, I'm currently a third-year medical student, about to go on my fourth year. And AHA is still trucking really hard because I really like the values and what the company has built and how many players it's actually helped and how it's really raising the standard of the hockey industry and the advising industry altogether. As to what I do day to day, definitely it's a lot different than what it was back when I was playing NCAA hockey. Back when I was playing hockey, it was mainly like go to class, work out, go on the ice, rinse and repeat. It was basically pretty much that, and then on the weekends play some games. Obviously, I don't play nearly as much hockey anymore. I still carry forward, my habits of working out, staying in shape, and I play hockey about once a week in the winter, and then the summer maybe like once a month. So a lot less than before for sure, but the staying in shape, eating well, and doing all that, that's carried forward. So that's one of the big things that I took away from NCAA hockey is the importance of being athletic and the importance of really dialing into staying in shape because you just feel better overall. So that's a bit of what I took away and a bit of my day-to-day now. But yeah, the day-to-day is definitely a lot different. It's a lot more, going to clinic, going to the hospital, and then, also when I have free time, like working on the business. And what's really nice is I have a big team of a bunch of advisors, guys on the business side, all that stuff. It couldn't be done without them, and I rely on them a lot. But definitely when I have free time, when I get home from the clinic or the hospital or something, I definitely put a lot of work in to make sure we have the proper systems in place, the team's heading in the right direction, and all that stuff. So that's kind of my day-to-day now. It's definitely changed a lot for sure. So that's where I am now. Those are the things I kind of do now. But I want to touch on really with the main point of the video here that you guys can take away from it is what I learned from playing NCAA hockey and from the things that I'm doing now and everything. So life after NCAA hockey, what I learned. The biggest thing I would say is establishing a good work ethic and having really good time management skills. That's what I learned, because when you're an NCAA hockey athlete, when you're a student athlete, you really have to have your time management skills down pat, and you have to really show up and work hard with everything that you do with extreme focus, okay? Because you don't have much time on your hands. The second big one is leadership skills and good teamwork, basically. So understanding how to lead a team, how to lead by example, I think that's the biggest thing. That goes again with work ethic, showing up and all that stuff, but leading by example, having good communication skills, having good conflict resolution skills. I put all of that in the leadership bucket. I definitely learned that from being on, competitive hockey teams, because you have to do that in order to get along with your teammates, get the most out of your teammates, inspire your teammates to get better, and for you to improve yourself. So really important. Leadership and teamwork is another big thing that I took away. And the last big thing that I can think of that I took away is a deep understanding of the hockey industry. Now, for some of you, you might think, that's not really that important, whatever. I thought that too as well, but to be honest, it kind of transitioned me into being an advisor. And for me to be an advisor, I have to understand how the hockey industry works. So without my experience playing NCAA hockey, I never would have been able to help kids move forward and do a similar path, because I wouldn't have lived it myself. And I don't think you can really talk about it if you didn't really live it yourself, because you don't understand it to the same degree as somebody who did. So that's another big takeaway that I took. But honestly, it was a fantastic experience. I would recommend it over and over again to people, because it really, makes you become somebody that, has good leadership skills, has good time management skills, somebody that can succeed in either the corporate world, the entrepreneurship world, or whatever path that you decide to take after NCAA. So I would say that really I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to live that experience, that wants to be a student athlete. I think the life after looks a little bit different, but you definitely take away some key things from it. Hopefully this helped you guys. Honestly, I don't know how much is going to help you guys, but I thought it'd be a cool introspective video for me and Stefano to kind of film for you guys to take away and move forward here. Real quick, guys, if you have any questions for us and you just want some advice, the best way to get in touch for free is by clicking the link in the description below. All right, let's get back to the video here.
Life after NCAA Division 1. What's the transition like? Is it easy? Well, for me, it was a little crazy. Not gonna lie to you, when I graduated from 𝗟𝗏𝗡 University, I wasn't done playing. I still had that fire in me. I still wanted to keep going and see how far I could go. Now, unfortunately, I graduated during COVID years, so opportunities were limited. I ended up signing overseas in Belgium, where I played a few exhibition games and the season got canceled. Went home and did the same thing the year after, where I played a couple exhibition games and then broke my knee for the second time in 2 years. And that's where my wife and I decided it was time to call it quits, because my body couldn't take the abuse anymore. So a little bit of pro hockey, we'll say that, even if I only got to play about a dozen exhibition games in another country. I did get to travel all of Europe and get paid to do it, so that was a great experience for me. Even if I didn't get my pro career or my pro dreams for a very long time, I don't regret a single second of it. Life after NCAA was a little bit hard to adapt to, just because inside of me I still had the competitive side. I still wanted to play competitive hockey. I wanted to go travel with the guys, win games, win championships, and see how far I could push myself. Since retiring, that hasn't changed at all. It's just been slowly adapted to a professional career, professional job, being an advisor, trying to be the best advisor I could for my players, giving them continuous support so that they never feel like they don't have any guidance, so that if they want to talk about something, they can always reach out to me at any point and I'll be there for them. Into my professional relationships with colleagues, with friends, with my wife, soon to be a father, so it's going to be competitive on how can I be the best dad possible for my daughter. And that's something I'm very excited about. And these are skills I learned while playing that I can adapt into my everyday life. The work ethic I had as a college athlete, going to class, going to training, doing extra training, doing the homework, doing the video studying, practicing, going to the gym, doing all of that stuff that we needed to do to succeed, stuck with me. Wake up early, work, go train, take care of the house, take care of family duties, do all that stuff. It's just adapted from an athlete side to a adult real life side. The work I put in, the dedication, is something that I've taken with me. The skills of how to deal with certain situations, with adversity, it's stuff that I'm very grateful to have, because it helped the transition into adult life and a professional career make it much smoother and easier for me. The next thing I'm super grateful for is the people I met while playing hockey, not while playing NCAA Division 1. First, my teammates. They are now friends of mine across the United States and Canada that if I'm going somewhere for work, I can catch up with. I have someone I can call, hey, let's go grab a coffee. It's been a while, let's catch up. Which is a super interesting and cool thing to be able to travel across Canada, United States, and for me, even parts of Europe, where I know somebody I can catch up with because I shared an opportunity with them. I shared an experience of playing hockey on a competitive level with them. That is a great memory for me, and it's something I'll always cherish, and I try to stay close with as many of them as possible for that exact reason. The people I have played with at school, teachers I had, the people I met networking at school are now people that helped me in my professional career. A lot of my past teammates are now coaching, so I have great connections with them and help place my players. Other people I graduated are working in other industries that help with NLI deals, that help with marketing, that help with sales. Teachers have opened doors for me in terms of networking, in terms of going to events and meeting people, all things that we take in our professional career. So going to 𝗿𝗂𝗡𝗏 was a great thing for that aspect. It helped me professionally, it helped me grow as a person. It taught me how to talk to a camera, how to talk to people. They put me in situations that I didn't feel comfortable at first, but over time I learned to get comfortable in and now use in my everyday life in my professional career. Yes, I'm an advisor at AHA, but I also make videos for fun to help grow the game of hockey that we all love. I try to stay involved in hockey as much as possible, whether it's volunteering at a youth program, learn to play type of thing where it's 8-year-olds just learning how to play hockey because I love to do that, whether it's helping place players, guiding parents, knowing them where they can help their kid get to so that he can play hockey a few extra years, where it's helping past teammates that are now trying to play pro overseas and using my connections to get them contracts there. I try to stay involved in hockey as much as possible, whether it's volunteering at an event, playing at a fundraiser like the 𝗏𝗏 Cup in June, which I'm very excited about. These are all things that came about because I played college hockey. I met the right people and they opened doors for me. 3 of my best friends come from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 University, and we all live very far apart at this time, but they're people that we stay in touch with every day, that I can call at a moment's notice and talk to. They're now considered family to me. My incredible wife comes from the same university. That's where I got the opportunity to meet her. She's from California, I'm from Montreal. We would have never met if it wasn't for college hockey. And now I get to spend every single day with my best friend, the person I love most, and create incredible memories with them. So looking back, yes, playing college hockey is a dream for everybody, and playing pro hockey is a dream for everybody. And when I went to college, my goal was to play pro hockey. I was never going to play in the NHL, but I wanted to play in the East Coast, potentially the AHL, and then overseas for as long as I possibly could. Now, that part of my journey unfortunately didn't come true, and that's perfectly fine. I don't regret my journey, and yes, I miss playing, but I wouldn't trade what I have now to go back and play again. And the point of this video is to let you guys know that yes, the hockey journey is incredible. You're going to make some incredible memories, meet some incredible people, learn great skills, but unfortunately the dreams don't come true for everybody, and that's perfectly fine, right? There's a lot more to take out of your hockey journey, whether you make it to the NCAA, ACHA, just junior hockey, or not even junior hockey. There's a lot more to take from it than the negative of being sad about it, right? There's so much good that comes out of pushing yourself to compete at the next level as high as you possibly can. You got to love the game, you got to love the work you're putting in, love everything that goes with it. And when you do that, there's a lot of good that comes out of it, because there is a life after hockey. There is a future. There is something else to prepare for, and another step that you don't think about when you're playing, and that's normal and fine. But when it comes to you, you're grateful that you went through all those things and you made all those sacrifices to play as long as you could, because they help prepare you for the next stage. And my NCAA career wasn't great. I didn't have great numbers. I didn't get to play a lot. I had some injuries. I had a suspension. There's a bunch of stuff that happened, but I don't regret a single second of it. I don't regret the school I went to, the people I met, the days that I had, the good days, the bad days. They all prepared me for now. And now I went from Montreal, going to school in Pennsylvania, to now living in Minnesota. I have an incredible wife with a beautiful little girl on the way. Some of the best friends I could have ever asked for that are now considered family to me, that I met at this school. A lot of my past teammates are now coaches and great friends that we stay in touch. They'll fly down, I'll fly down to see them. Everything that comes with the entire experience, the entire journey, is valuable. Don't take any of it for granted, and enjoy every second you get to play the game that we love, because at some point it's time to hang them up. Difficult day for everybody. It was very difficult for me, and it took a very long time to accept that I was no longer a hockey player, and that if I wanted to stay involved in this beautiful game, I had to do it in many other ways. I'm very grateful that I have found those ways that I get to stay involved in hockey. I love what I do, and I hope you guys find a way to stay involved in the game you love. But first, play as long as you possibly can, because once you hang them up, there is no going back. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's a little different video than what we usually make, just to kind of talk about the life after college hockey. It's the same for life after junior hockey. Even if you don't make it to juniors after 18, it's all similar. You take what you got, you enjoy the memories, you enjoy the experiences, be grateful for it, take those lessons, take them on to your next chapter in life, because you never know what it's going to look like and how great it could be.
And that's a wrap for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Click here or here to get other videos that are similar that can give you guys some value. If you guys have any questions for us, anything whatsoever, definitely message us in AHA+. It's free, or schedule a free consult with us if you're interested in our services. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you on that next one.